do the countdown. Different theme today, guys.
And gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Go!
Go. Yeah, sorry, folks. We had to go with different music. I had issues Friday night. It's been going on, so we got to fix this with our platform. But we're putting the show on anyway. Welcome to the Sunday Stew Pot, episode 172. That's right, 172. We're still going on. We're still going strong. And before I forget, allthatbutter.com is the sponsor of the show. Click on the link, put in promo code STEW, STEW 15 for 15% off your order for hair butter, beard butter, and body butter. Allthatbutter.com. Check it out. Great stuff.
All of that.
All that butter. Yeah, so I am Lou Marconi at omarconi251 on Instagram. My friend, co-host, and hetero partner this Sunday morning is Corey Castle at Corey Castle everywhere. Thank you. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, Corey. We always appreciate it. So we got stuff to talk about. Dark Side of the Ring. They're wrapping up the season next week. They're going to do Zach Gowen. We'll talk a little bit about Zach Gowen's story because I really never met him or knew him. But Missy Hyatt was last week's. I definitely want to talk about that. And I talked to you. We brought up briefly Lindsay Clancy's case because you said your wife's been talking about it. My wife did too. She had her opinion on it.
I think it's if you were to log into any social media, you'd see that that's the only thing that all women are talking about. It seems like the hot, like we're all paying attention to this. We're all.
I'm gonna say what I'm gonna. I just was like, yeah, I'm gonna have my say on it. And then, are we live on TikTok too?
Yeah.
Okay. So since we're live on TikTok, I'm limited at what I can say. You told me that before, but I'm allowed to say special needs little person.
Probably.
Probably.
Probably. See, I was going to say perhaps, and then I was going to say probably, and probably.
Probably. So let's just let's just go with this for now. We can call the show episode 172, Special Needs Little Person. Perfect. Okay. There we go. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Special little needs.
Special little needs. Special little needs. Oh boy, I can't wait to see that thumbnail. Okay. I was gonna go with this. I had something else. I just was gonna go somewhere else, but you just distracted me.
Can I tell you? I
ahead.
meant all day yesterday to watch the Missy Hyatt Dark Side, and I forgot.
Well, you know her career.
Yeah,
you know her career. It really.
I'm not gonna tell you anything you don't already know.
No, nothing came out that I didn't already know. She's with the guy now. She's happy. She's clean. So it's kind of one of those happier ending Dark Side of the Rings, and she's still alive. I haven't seen her in like 15 years.
Right.
So, but she went to a really dark place. Did you know about her lawsuit with WCW?
No.
Yeah. She it was more of a there was unpaid royalties to her. And I guess there was a picture of a wardrobe malfunction that happened when she was in the ring that was in the office. This was early 90s. This wasn't social media. This was early 90s. It was up on The Office, which would be sexual harassment. So I know she settled with them. It wasn't a lot of money because lawyers took a big chunk of it, but she ended up settling with WCW. And she was right. I mean, you can't, they screwed her out of a lot of money, and she should have gotten what she deserved. And pretty much her career was over at that point. There was something else that was interesting. She had a a very short-lived WWF run. They were going to use her,
Right.
kind of like on a Piper's Pit type segment. And
It was a segment.
pardon me, a segment,
You said it was a Piper's Pit type segment.
segment.
It's a segment. Yeah.
Well, what she claims, what she claims was that Vince McMahon made a pass at her and she turned him down.
Yeah, I read
And
that.
then she got fired.
I read that like this week.
Yeah.
At some point. Somebody said something.
Well, I remember going to house shows and seeing stuff in a magazine about Missy Hyatt's show and what they're going to feature her on television. It never happened. And it's just like, oh, okay. It was hard for her to do interviews because she didn't know how to do it. She could have gotten better as she did it, but she was out there to look good, and that's what she was good at. She was very, very good-looking woman. So, you heard about that, the whole Vince McMahon thing, which kind of surprised me. I was like, oh,
Yeah, I was like, I don't know why she would have waited 40 years, but also like she didn't have a documentary film crew following her around.
no, not at all. Yeah, Missy Hyatt, she was with John Tatum, then she was with Eddie Gilbert, and then she's been with the Jason Harvey thing was really messed up. I don't know if you knew about that. Are you there?
No, I didn't hear about that.
The actor, the kid from the Wonder Years that she dated.
Oh, the dude who was like on who was on the WrestleMania thing, right? Like he did some. The Butthead kid, the kid who would say Butthead on the Wonder Years.
Yeah, it was the older
big
brother.
brother.
The big
Yeah.
brother, yeah. So
Yeah.
I guess they had a falling out in their relationship, and he caused her to get fired, something like that. So
Yeah, he was like at one of the WrestleManias or something, right? Like
I don't. No, he was more involved with WCW than WWF at the time, but
Okay.
he was at the Clash of the Champions and yeah. But she looked back on it. She said that relationship with him was a mistake.
because he was a butthead.
Yeah, essentially, he was he was. But no, the worst part about it was the how can I put it? Was when she got into the dark place after ECW folded, and she was she basically was doing online porn. It was this was in early 2000s, before the days of OnlyFans and stuff. So,
Right.
but it was her and other women in wrestling that were doing it, and problem is that stuff could be copied and redistributed. So once you put something out on the internet like that, and it wasn't like they were doing actual, it was basically nudity pictures, stuff like that. It wasn't like OnlyFans necessarily, where you could chat with them and stuff like that. But this was like 25 years ago,
Right.
and yeah, she said it was a mistake. So she looked back on it. Yeah, she shouldn't have done it. And even Tammy Sitch said the same thing. And they had an interview with her about it, but she wasn't interviewed from her prison cell. But they did that.
No, they have a landline there.
Yeah. Yes, they do. She's not doing interviews. She's kind of just doing her thing. Yeah. So, well, I will say this. Missy Hyatt had a career in wrestling, so.
I will say this: she happened.
She did happen. Mm-hmm. Yes, she did. Yes, she did.
Yeah. I could be misspeaking. I don't want to say anything that it isn't. But there was, and man, I don't remember the full details, but there was back in the day, my the girl that I dated for a long term relationship was in the wrestling business, right? Like I dated somebody who was a wrestler.
Okay.
And she got booked on this show that was supposed to be a show, and then when we showed up, it wound up being like kind of like a strip club, and there's girls that were like doing like customs matches. It was like weird, like untrained people, and then like kind of spliced in some people from wrestling. So I know like Becky Bayless was on the show, and Missy Hyatt was on the show. So like there's a couple, like it was just like a lot of like but it was at a strip club, and it was on like some makeshift ring that they had just put
That
together.
sounds shady.
It was very weird. Yes.
Yeah. But go ahead.
That was probably the last time I saw Missy. But she was very nice.
Oh, yeah.
And she's so caring, and like it's ridiculous how much like she almost cares too much about like animals and about people who are, taken advantage of. She's a sweet lady.
She was very nice to me, and she was very nice to other people. I guess she was talking with Shane Douglas on the show, and she came up with his name, Shane Douglas,
Okay.
while he was working with Eddie Gilbert. I think it was UWF shows and stuff like that. So it was like, oh, okay, back in Mid-South. So she was
like,
married to Eddie Gilbert.
They might call you Dean Douglas, but nope, just get that out of there.
She just came up with that's the story according to Shane, that she came up with the name Shane Douglas. So
Probably, yeah, probably.
yeah, that's fine. Yeah, and she was very nice. She was very polite, very professional. I had no problems with her. No, she seemed cool. So, but yeah, that is very shady to have a show with women wrestlers at a strip club in a makeshift ring like that. Can I ask, how did the show went? Did they get paid? Did it happen?
Yeah, they got paid. Everything it was fine. I don't really remember too many like full details.
Okay. It
But
wasn't like these girls looked at this and said, "No, we're not doing this," and left.
no, they should have though.
They could have. Well, they took the pay. It's okay. Well, it's a show and it's a payday, so we'll take it.
Right. Yeah, it was like I don't remember too many like full details, but I remember. Did you know Ref Sean Hansen, like a Jersey guy?
No, I know of him, but I never worked with him or met him.
Him and I did like character commentary on it. We both happened to be there because I guess he was with one of the wrestlers who was there, and I was with one of the wrestlers who was there. So like we like stood behind the camera with microphone and acted like we were play by play
Commentating. Okay.
Yeah, it was bad. It was not good.
It was a bad show.
Oh yeah, it was really bad. There's plenty of it.
Hey, it's not the first time there's shit shows. So next week they're wrapping up the season of Dark Side of the Ring with Zach Gowen, the kid with one leg that worked in the business. So hey,
I met him. Met him once.
Never met him, never knew him, never worked with him. So I'm interested in learning about him. So he seems like, I've never heard anything negative about him. So we'll see. But the other thing too, back to the Missy Hyatt thing, you see an ongoing theme with people getting involved with drugs in wrestling, and it's a problem. And it's what's causing a lot of wrestlers and people in wrestling to end their lives earlier than they should. So that should be something that should be addressed and taken care of. But
Did you see that? Did you see that news story? I'm going to call it a news story. News. Brie Bella was on painkillers, and it constipated her for like 10 days. She couldn't eat or something, or she couldn't shit.
She couldn't. Constipated is not eating. It's the
Yeah,
opposite.
no, I'm saying so, but I confused two different points that I was trying to say. She's like on a gluten-free diet; she can't eat that. But then she ate something with gluten in it, and she like shit her pants and passed out on the toilet or something. And
I did not see that story, but
talked about it on her podcast. It's news. It's new. This is the news.
Yes. I Yeah, I didn't know about it, but I know there's times you could take certain medication that can dehydrate you and cause, because of the dehydration, you'll have trouble using the bathroom. So it's just,
Dehydrating
dehydrated. Yes, it'll dehydrate you. So that happens.
right in the butt.
But so, yeah, well, it'd be interesting to see what the Zach Gowen story goes or how it goes. There was a story because yesterday I did the Brown show Friday night, and I released a reel. I don't know if
Yeah,
you saw it about the
yeah,
Browns
yeah.
because I did
About
that
the
on my
orange.
show. I was yeah. I'm going to briefly talk about this because I'm
Mhm.
going to do more. I might actually put out more about it. Deshaun Watson, he was the guy they traded for, gave up draft picks, gave a big, huge guaranteed contract to. Due to injuries and suspension, he hasn't played well. He hasn't played good at all. And he came out there before he even threw a pass in the second half of a preseason game.
Mhm.
People were booing him,
Right.
and it rattled him. He played like garbage. He played like dog shit yesterday. And people, of course, the reporters asked him about it. Was the booing? And because he didn't like being booed, so he said that. And then he also said, "Hey, they were the ones that cheered me when I got hurt." And you saw my reel. I said I was there. It was the other team's fans that were doing it. They happen to have similar colors to us. A lot of confusions happen. It's been like it seems like the local media ignores it. They go with the narrative that it was the fans that cheered him, or at least that's what he believes. But it wasn't the Browns fans that did that. And I talked to you about that like 2 years ago, even when we had your mom on the show for the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And it's just go ahead.
Sometimes when you're in it and the big crowd's there and someone says something, you think they said something else, or something happens and you think something else happened and you're in reactionary mode. Like, so he might have played like crap because he thought some people were booing him when really they weren't. Like, the other
No,
team
they
was,
were booing him. I was there. They were booing him.
but like the people you thought were booing you weren't booing you. Uh, like,
Well, the booing part was fine. I'm okay with that.
right,
Don't cheer a
right,
guy when he gets hurt.
right.
That's the part. I didn't, and it wasn't the fact
What
that
is,
fans
what is
did that.
this, Philadelphia?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I said something regarding that, and
Right,
the coach said, "Look, it sucks getting booed, but do you know what you got to do? You got to play better.
right,
You just. I mean, your performance on the field as a professional athlete is fair game.
right.
It is. So,
Right. That's why
but
you make the money that you make.
yeah, you make the living that you make, and it's the nature of the beast. He was asked right after he said something like that by a reporter, and this was unfair. Do you regret coming here? And his response was, he goes, I don't regret anything in my life.
To Cleveland.
Yeah, do you regret coming to Cleveland? And his response was, I don't regret anything in my life. So now I'm seeing quotes all over Twitter. I don't regret anything in my life. Where he had all these accusations against him and everything. It's like, yeah, but what was the context of the question? You know, it's like,
Yeah.
be fair at the same time. You know,
Well, sometimes when people say something like that, aka me, I say that all the time. There's lessons you had to learn to become the person that you are, and and that's, if I spend my time regretting things, then I'll spend time realizing that I maybe should have learned those lessons, and maybe I would have been a suck version of what I am now. Like, I wouldn't have been who I am now had I not learned those lessons that I had to learn through those mess ups.
right. Well, yeah. Well, he made mistakes, but he says he doesn't regret it. It was just it was twisted. What he
Right.
said was twisted. That part was twisted. Not wanting to get booed. Okay, fine. Play better. But he didn't even throw a pass, and they were booing him. So there was actually talk about booing him before he even took the field. So it's like it's this whole thing is a mess. He's gonna get cut next year when the contract's up, and they're gonna and people were still going on and on about stuff. So it's just a mess, and I just kind of the truth doesn't get clicks. And that's what I hate to say it. Because the whole thing, the reason why he's bitter and he has his feelings is because he believed our fans cheered the fact that he got hurt when that's not what happened. So the truth doesn't get clicks.
Yeah. Don't let the truth get in the way of a good click.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll do it. Don't let the truth get in the way of a good click.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
Yep. I like it. All right. We're about 20 minutes in, so that's good. Okay, so we're going to segue. Speaking of internet craziness, please, let's go into this. That's going to be a long way. All right. No, really, honestly, Lindsay Clancy, that's her name? Is that correct?
I think so.
What is what is Alyssa saying? Is she believing that it's the husband? You want me to just kind of bring the audience up to?
I don't really know if that's everything. Just seems like these people were given all these signs of this stuff, and like this, there's a lot of like shady evidence and all that stuff. That's like the husband got all these settlements, and like remarried a lady who looked just like her or something.
Well, this happened over 3 years ago. Let's go back to what it was. 3 years ago, this woman named Lindsay Clancy, going on a lot of medication, going through postpartum depression, had 3 young children that she admitted to being the one that strangled the kids and killed them. And this happened in Massachusetts, where there's no death penalty. The circumstances that I'm understanding what happened was the husband went out on an errand to pick up dinner and pick up he picked up some takeout food at a restaurant for dinner, and he went to go get a stool softener for one of the kids, which was at a local drugstore. And I guess one of the women that were taking the side of Lindsay, because he called his wife to make sure he got the correct brand of stool softener. Mm-hmm. They thought, oh, he's an incompetent idiot. And I'm like, no, he's just making sure he's getting it right. I mean, would you rather
measure once, cut twice? I mean,
yeah, exactly. Seriously.
Yeah.
I mean,
I call my wife when I'm just confirming one thing, like when it comes to something that I'm getting at the store.
Yeah,
like,
or she'll send me a picture. I get this. She'll send the box exactly what she needs. I've gotten those. I'm like, okay, thanks. I appreciate it. It helps.
Sometimes when I go to Acme, I'll like FaceTime call Alyssa and then flip the phone around and be like, tell me what area I'm going to in this area.
Yeah.
So,
well, it's ridiculous because the defense, the plea from the defense is an insanity plea. Mm-hmm. Based on her psychological condition at the time and the medication she was on. That's a legal question, and that's based on the laws and statutes of Massachusetts and how that's going to work. Mm-hmm. But for people to go online and think the husband did it when there's no evidence whatsoever that he did it. One woman came on and said he did it because he's a Gemini, because of the day he was born. Okay.
Well, I mean, the stars don't lie.
No, the stars don't lie. No, they don't. But
don't let the stars get in the truth of a good click.
Good God. Yes. Don't let the truth get in the way of a good click. Yes. No, I like that because there's a lot of truth to that. But it's just weird how there's women that are supporting her for killing her kids. And it's like, you can't defend the indefensible.
Yeah, I don't know if it necessarily is that. It's just like, it's I think it's that true crime obsession that the world's under, and they're like, this is like, I've heard it compared to, and I think Alyssa's compared it to O.J. Simpson trial. It's just like this is the thing that everyone's watching.
It
Everything
fascinates them just to hear the
Right.
true crime. And there's
Right.
I think there's a lot like okay, like when there's an assassination like what happened to Charlie Kirk, there's theories about his assassin and who was behind it and all this other stuff with without evidence. I mean, they're claiming Israel did it, and I'm like, oh, wait a
And
second.
then they paved over the thing the next day. Where can you do that?
Yeah.
Where could you possibly? What crime has ever been paved over the next day? Anywhere in crime in the history of crime,
What was paved over? What are you talking about?
they paved over the whole quad of that college campus where he got shot or where he got assassinated.
The next day?
They paved over it the next day.
I do not know about that. Okay, I'll take your word for it. I'm like, what the hell?
They remodeled that whole campus the
Okay.
next day. That's not a stinky cover up in any way. No.
Well, Occam's razor, okay? Occam's razor, meaning the simplest explanation is probably the explanation. There was some crazy shit that's out there, and I remember even with 9/11, when all this conspiracy, you send me stuff all the time, or there's all kinds of stuff. And look, guys, I'm just saying with this case and this woman. So you think it's more of a people being fascinated by conspiracy theories and
Yeah,
true
I think
crime?
It's just that true crime obsession, and really just like having something to fixate on. That's like you can invest you can invest your your time and effort and your emotions and your frustrations on the outcome of this. Just similar to like a George Zimmerman sort of thing. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, that's the guy that Trayvon Martin when he was
yeah, yeah.
he was found because I think it was considered self defense based on the Florida laws at the
But,
time.
like
He's
people
found
everybody just latched themselves on to a trial like they were a part of it.
and people plant their flags and die on certain hills. They do.
Here-
I
gonna-
can't defend somebody killing kids. I can't do that.
No, can't do that.
Go ahead.
I recently found myself into a crazy internet conspiracy rabbit hole that
Oh, do tell, please.
that says and it claims that dinosaurs were faked. They made up all dinosaurs to cover up the real existence of dragons. They're like all these ancient texts, everything all over has like records of dragons. But now they went, oh, let's just create dinosaurs and like manufacture that this is like what really happened, not dragons. And they like came up with, and my main takeaway from that, why would they have made pterodactyl so hard to spell if they made it all up?
True.
That's just terrible.
What's that?
That's just terrible.
Yes. Terrible. All right.
Yeah.
You're unbelievable.
Thank you.
Yes. So let's transition because I think the whole Lindsay Clancy thing has shown that people are nuts. People are completely out of their fucking minds.
And her
All right?
husband, is that Tom Clancy, the novelist?
I don't know what his name is.
The
I
novelist?
don't know his name. I know he did remarry about a few years afterwards, but at least 2 or something like that.
Do you know
And-
who Tom Clancy is?
Yeah, I know who he is.
Yeah, isn't that him?
I don't think so.
No, I'm kidding.
I don't think so. No, I know who he is. I'm just saying, look, the guy remarried. This was 3 years ago. This woman, she did what she did. It's just a matter of how will the law prosecute it based on an insanity plea or was she legally sane to commit these crimes? So that's
What's weird is the they then had the mom on the trial, and the mom admitted like that they heard her say out of her mouth that she thought about harming the children, and the fact that they didn't take those children away from her in that moment, that's just liable. Like
Yep.
you might have been a little bit more responsible. We wouldn't be talking about this now.
Right. Right. It woulda, coulda, shoulda. You know.
Hmm.
That's a good point. It's a very good point. Very good point. Well, on that note, let's do jokes. So,
Yeah,
you said you have original ones.
I have some original jokes. I'm gonna.
I'll let you
The,
roll them off, man.
what what is a plumber's least favorite shoes?
Okay. You did text me this. Go ahead.
All right. What is a plumber's least favorite shoes?
You already said that. Go ahead. I don't know.
Clogs.
Ah, yes. Did you know? Did you know if I had $1 for every gay joke that I made, I would have $0 because I'm never joking?
No straight.
No straight. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Jeez, what was it? The man, the pterodactyl joke was was another joke I worked on this week.
That was good. I got it down. Yeah. Yeah.
It's terrible.
But terrible.
I texted you this one too, but it's just another original one that I came up with this week. I recently got turned into a vampire. They gave me an award that read "Congratulations."
Yes. Yes, you sent that to me. So you said you weren't going to send it to me. I was like, oh, okay, but you did send me
I
jokes.
There was more stuff that I know I had in my brain. Oh shoot! I'm so excited about telling this joke to you, and I really
Go ahead.
have not stopped thinking about it and laughing
Go
about
ahead.
it.
Go ahead.
'Cause it was something I read. Like, sometimes when you read a joke, it's different than when you hear it. I read this joke and it cracked me up, but I haven't said it out loud too many times. So here's my first time saying it out loud to people. I just flew in from a Transformers convention, and boy, are my arms tires.
You wrote that one? Oh, come on. That was good.
No, I read it online.
Yes. Did your wife ever say that you were a magician, like she tells me?
No.
Yeah. Yeah, because every time I walk by, I'm David Copperfield.
Chris, Angel.
Okay, that was a good one. Come on, that was good.
It was very good, very good.
All right. I got one more. Do you have any more, or should I just do mine and then we just take it home?
Let me pull a card.
Pick a card, any card. You do a card and then.
All right, here goes. This one. No, did that one.
All right.
You know what? You know what? I'll just do one that I remembered that I read this week and it made me laugh.
Go ahead.
What What did the bra say to the hat?
The bra say to the hat? What?
You go on ahead. I'll just give these two a lift.
That's good. All right. All right. I like that. What does Viagra have in common with Disneyland?
What?
It's a 1 hour wait for a 2-minute ride.
Good. Good. Space Mountain. The oldest ride in the park with the longest line.
Thank you for joining us. It's been a fun Sunday morning. We make it work somehow.
Yeah, if you're checking this out for the first time, make sure you subscribe.
Like, share, subscribe. Lacey Trailer, shout out to Boss Man's daughter who's subscribing and shared the reel that I sent to her about a story of her dad. She's like, oh, thank you so much. Yeah, she's thanked me. She was going to put it on the Instagram. I said, absolutely. Go ahead. You're welcome to share anything that we use.
Heck yeah, dude. That's awesome.
Yeah. Yep. She reached out to me yesterday.
Be like the Boss Man's daughter. Share our stuff.
Please. We enjoy it.
Like and share and leave comments. You know, enjoy your time with us.